So the next thing that you guys want to do is go ahead and grab your power cable out of the accessory box, and you want to feed this end, which is the power end, to your power supply. There's going to be a little hole underneath here that you're going to want to feed it through. You want to go about 1 foot in. Okay, let's go ahead and walk over here. So here's our power cable that we just fed in. Now what we want to do is we want to start one by one. It's a lot of wires here, so let's just do one by one and just stick with me here. So the first cable we want to plug in is this your data cable, which comes from the floor or the sidewall over here. And there's a little notch in it that you want to line up. Once you get that notch, it should just go right in. And then you want to go ahead and mount it. You're good to go. The next cable that you want to plug in is going to be another cable from this. It's going to be labeled E. Go ahead and put label E in number 4. The next cable that you want to plug in is going to be from the bench itself. It's going to be labeled heater 3, okay? And that's going to go into heater number 3 in your power supply. The next cable that you want to plug in is going to be another cable from the floor right here. So this cable is going to come up from the floor. It's going to be an unmarked cable. Okay, go ahead and put that in heater number 2. Okay, the next one that you're going to want to plug in is this long cable. So this long cable comes from under the floor, and you want to put it through this hole that's right here down in the bottom of the sauna. And you want to bring it all the way, I'm going to pull it out, and you want to plug it all the way into here. Okay, so that one's now plugged in. You want to take this cable here, which is the longer cable, do the same thing. Go ahead and put it through the floor, and plug this heater into heater number 1. Now, it doesn't make any difference what heater slot you put these into. Some of them are later labeled heater 3, 4. It doesn't make any difference as long as it looks just like we have it now. Okay. The next part we want to do is we want to plug in our another heater over here, which is our side heater. Go ahead and plug that one in to the back wall. And the final cable that you want to plug in is your inlet, which is right here. This is your power cable. Go ahead and just plug that right in. And make sure that it's really sturdy. So the data cable can get in the way a little bit, but make sure you put it to the side and it should line up just perfect. And that's how you wire an Elevated Health infrared sauna. Okay, now what we're going to do is plug in your lamp and extension. So this is actually a really good example. The cables actually, both cables are up here. You just got to kind of fish and find them, okay? So on this particular model, on the Elevated Health, you're going to have a white and a red. So go ahead and plug in the white and it should just slide right in, okay? Perfect. And this one over here, you should be able to slide right in. You should hear a click. Okay, if you install it the opposite way, it will not go in. Please do not try to jam it in. It's only made to go in one way. Okay, go ahead and grab one of your covers. Put your cover on it. You're all set to go on that one. Now what we'll do is we'll come to the bottom. And on this particular sauna, you're only going to have one cable down here. It's going to be the blue cable. And again, you want to match up the round to the round and the square to the square. Should go in just like that. Put your cover on it. And you're all set. The last part of the installation on this infrared sauna is to go ahead and go ahead and take your handle and get the screws out. You want to go ahead and feed your screws through first. Okay, then line them up with your handle, just like that. Keep your handle there, and go ahead and screw these in. Okay. After you're done screwing them in, you want to go ahead and take your plugs here, put your plugs in, and your elevated HealthMate sauna is now fully functional and ready to use.